Alright, so today I'm here to talk about the whole LF Zenkai situation. People have been complaining how the Zenkais have been bad and that needs to be fixed up, and people are using examples from older characters where they are saying this Zenkai used to be good, now Zenkais are bad. So let's see and talk about actually what the whole situation is and what is the reality of it all. Is it actually true that the Zenkais are now just bad and they were good before? Because from what I remember, that wasn't always the case. So let's just go over this. First of all, the latest Zenkai, Mr. Goku. I just recorded a video on him. It was outside of the GD team. He's only 9 stars, and then on top of that, he was, what's it called? Zenkai 6, not 7. So there was all of that, and I think he still did fine. I think he still did good. So I don't get the hate about him. You can say, yeah, his damage isn't the best, but then for that I would just say, if you just read this, it says like defense type, so is, I guess, good that he's good defensively, and even though his damage guard number should have been a bit higher. I don't know why they locked his damage guard behind GT team specifically as well, but see, I wouldn't have a problem with that if that was what was happening with every other character, but they pick and choose, and that's why I have a problem. I have said, because the only way to counteract the leader slot a bit is to limit the characters' teams, limit their kits based on teams. But they do it for certain characters and they don't do it for others, and instead of doing half and half, just do not put restrictions on other characters as well. Why does this guy have restrictions? He shouldn't have it. If he has it, every other character should as well. Then I will be fine. But don't do like half characters have it, half don't. Because then the half that have the restriction just end up being way worse than they should be. So honestly, very stupid. As I said, I think he's not as bad as people are making him out to be. I'm not saying he's the second coming of Jesus or he's like a top tier character. I think he is a very usable character. Especially if GT gets a, I swear to God, if the LF is not purple for GT, I don't know what they're smoking. Because right now, the big problems are Namek Goku and what's it called? Frieza and Vegeta. What color is Namek Goku? Yellow. You have red Vegeta for him. What color is Vegeta? Red. You have this bomb coup for him. What color is Frieza? Green. They're missing a purple. They need a purple. They need a purple really bad. GD, if GD's third character is a purple, I feel like this guy is just immediately gonna feel a lot better, because now Frieza is not gonna be just every match beating his ass. Even though he still does like a semi-decent job at surviving Frieza, but if, let's say, because I have not used him much, let's say if against like later in the season where if you actually face like good opponents, he can't tank Frieza. I can't blame him, because no blue character is gonna be fine unless they fix up Frieza, and to fix up Frieza they need a purple, right? But the thing is, the purple won't be that effective if Namek Goku is not being taken care of, because he's yellow, he's just gonna destroy the purple. So Frieza is now still free. So basically we need to take care of Frieza and Goku together, both. But right now GD has a red, so they definitely need a purple. In terms of when it comes to GD team specifically, they need a purple. So please do that. I don't know why I'm talking about that. Let's focus on Zenkais. Forget about GD. So I think he is fine. He only has a Zenkai. He doesn't have a plat yet. So we have to be, on that. Because I've seen comparisons. I've seen generally tweets where people are like, look, like just thinking about Zamasu and Kid Buu, like they used to be good Zenkais. Now what has happened? That's just genuinely, I don't get why people just run stupid agendas, because when they got their Zenkais, they already had plat equips. This guy does not have a plat equip. Alright, guess what? When CMZ got a plat, everybody cried and complained that it was not good enough and he's not good enough. So when he got a Zenkai, he already had a plat. So he had both. Remember that. So that's not a fair comparison to do. First. Also, do not take this video as me defending the devs. Please. I am the last person who's gonna defend the developers. Please. Okay. The other example, Kid Buu. Guess what happened when Kid Buu had a Zenkai? Oh, he already had a plat equipped, guys. Shocking. Shocking. There have been very few examples of characters that were like good on either both the plat or Zenkai. Sorry, who were like good on both plat and Zenkais. Like when they got a plat or Zenkai, whichever came before, they were good, and then they got another thing, and then they were still good. And one of the examples I can think of is Sword of Cope Trunks. He was good when he got his Zenkai, then he fell off, then he got his plat, and he was good again. That's the perfect way of doing characters where they are, good on both. What I'm trying to say is people are they're just lying to themselves, saying that the Zenkais used to be good. Yes, the Zenkais itself used to be good, but then the plats used to suck. Now plats are good and Zenkais suck. So it didn't change anything. It genuinely did not change anything. One used to suck, the other used to be fine. Now it's just the opposite. That's it. People act like everything was perfect before. It wasn't. It genuinely just wasn't. This cell. He got a Zenkai, already had a plat. But to be fair, they Zenkai'd him at the worst possible time. So he was gonna he just wasn't gonna work out in that meta. That was the worst possible time to Zenkai him, and they Zenkai'd him. So it is what it is. Cell was fumbled. This Frieza. The thing is, at the time, earlier, like we didn't know that they were gonna do second plats. I don't know if they also knew that they were gonna do second plats. But this Frieza got a plat recently. Again, this is also somewhat not a fair comparison because he is a character that just nullifies endurance, and they always are careful when it comes to these kind of characters because they just nullify endurance outright. We can't be making them that strong. So Frieza is just just a byproduct of that. And I've already made a video on the. If you have watched my Namegoku video, you understand about this Frieza, right? I think he was fine. It's just the meta they have. Let's just not talk about that. This Goku. Guess what happened when he got a. So again, this Goku is again a different kind of example because he was just bad on release, and they gave him a plat very quick. So he was good then, but then he got a Zenkai and he was good. You know why? Because he already had a plat. Shocking. Again, another example of a character who was good when they had a plat already. G4 already had a plat when he got a Zenkai. So he was, by the way, good on both plat and Zenkais. But then again, these are the two examples of characters that, what do you say? They got buffed because they were underpowered on release. So that's the difference. This Goku was not underpowered on release. He was good. People were coping, saying, "Oh, he's just shit. He doesn't do anything. He just tanks." Yeah, that was his job. He was very good on release. Stop coping. Jiren, I think, yeah, Jiren was another example of a Zenkai that was good, but again, he had a plat already. So, Bardock is an example of character. He's an older character, right? People that like to act like Zenkai used to be good. His plat, he didn't get good. His Zenkai, he didn't get good. Shocking. Budu, I feel like upon Zenkai, they were better than people gave them credit for, and nobody used them. But I think they were better than what people were, saying about them. But I don't know fully how good or bad they were. But this is an example where you can say, yeah, they fumbled it because upon plat they were not good, upon Zenkai they were not good. This is the next Zenkai that they fumbled, right? This Broly, I'd say they fumbled him as well. Gogeta was fine. Gogeta upon Zenkai was good. He's a recent example, right? Like if people compare Bombku to him, I'd understand. But they're comparing him to CMZ and Kid Buu, who they had plats. He's an example of a Zenkai that was good. Even without a plat, he was good. This is what they need to be. And I feel like Bombku is good. As I said, I don't think he's bad. I think people are just too over dramatic. But again, very early thoughts are, it could change. My opinions could change. Evo Vegeta. Does he have, yeah, he has a Zenkai. I think he was alright. To be honest, I'm not gonna even say anything. I don't remember fully how good or bad Vegeta was on his Zenkai. Okay, I don't think he. Wait. He only had a Zenkai. He wasn't that good. Sorry, he doesn't have a plat yet. He does not have a plat equip. I thought he had one. He doesn't. So yeah, understandable. As you can see, like there are a lot of examples where the Zenkais, this Vegeta as well. Although I think this Vegeta was, again, think better than what people gave him credit for on Zenkai. But again, not the finished product he needed to be. Like he didn't just, change the game because he doesn't have a plat. This is an example of a character I think that was, when did he get Zenkai during Fest? No, I don't know when he got Zenkai, to be honest. Did he? Yeah, he had a plat already and then he got a Zenkai. So he was also not that good. The history of Zenkais, it hasn't been the best. It used to be very good, like Beerus, Gohan, Goten. They definitely fumbled. They definitely underpowered Goten because of what's his name, Revival Gohan running around. That's why they underpowered him. I'm 100% sure. Vegito, I don't know how good or bad he was because we were running him on mono purple for the most part, and there he had a lot of Zenkai buffs. I don't know how good or bad he was outside of that. I don't fully know because you just saw Vegito in a mono purple team. USG also released, you would see him there as well, but on mono purple he was a different beast. Outside of that he was a bit shaky, I think. This Goku was good upon Zenkai from what I remember. Wait, was he? I think he was good on Zenkai. I don't know, I don't fully remember. I think he was. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't remember about that Goku that well. He was good. This guy was good on Zenkai. He also had a second plat, but at that point, his plat needed more. I think he got it during M. You know what? Again, I don't know when he got it, bro. I don't do research. I just go by what I feel and what I remember. Like this guy, Zenkais used to be good, right? That's what I've been told. He was shit on plat. He was shit on Zenkai. But Zenkais used to be good, right? So I assume he was good then. Vegeta, I think, was alright. Yeah. So basically, Cooler is a Zenkai. You are like, again, you can complain that he's shit, but he doesn't have a plat yet. Trunks, I truly believe even with a plat, he will be not that good. Because his kit is just very basic and that doesn't fly. Maybe with the new philosophy, I guess. I don't know. This review, he had a role on the team. Then he fell off very quick because of Saiyan Saga, somewhat. So, yeah. Again, no plat. I think so that when Goku, like Bomku, Review Cooler will get a plat, I think they will be good. Then you can actually, if they're not good, then you can compare them to Kid Buu and CMZ. Or even like Kid Buu was good, he was still missing stuff. He still doesn't have any cut pen on the ult. He needed that. He doesn't have it. Yeah, I think that's all the Zenkais I've talked about, right? Yeah, basically my point is, not everything was perfect. Alright, not everything that's not broken means they're shit. Yeah, just stop comparing Kid Buu, CMZ type of Zenkais to characters. I want them to be good. As I said, this is what I want. This is what Zenkais should be striving for. Be good with a plat, be good with a Zenkai. This is what you need. But as I said, regardless, the roles have just changed. Earlier Zenkais used to be good, plats used to be like alright. Now Zenkais are alright and plats are good. And that's because they usually give, not because plats are some magical thing. Although they first of all give less numbers during Zenkais anyways. The plats always will give you better numbers. And on top of that, plats apply of everything. Like if you Zenkai a character, the Zenkai stats, the extra Zenkai stats you get don't mean that much. They generally don't mean that much when it comes to the numbers in the kits. but they mean stuff when the plaid equip is applied on top of it. They mean more. You know, that's the thing. That's why plaids just feel more impactful nowadays, because the numbers have gone so high and they refuse to give those numbers during the Zenkais. And because of that, the plaids actually just feel a lot better. So I do wish he got a plaid. He needed a plaid instead of a Zenkai. He needed a plaid. Not even he, like, I think every character just probably need, the older characters that don't have much in their kit, they need an overhaul of their whole kit, so they need Zenkais. But Bombku, I think kit wise was good enough to where a plaid equip would have been the best course of action. But it is what it is. As I said, we'll wait for purple to see what happens with GD. Anyways, that's it for the video. I probably didn't make a pretty, like, any solid point. I was just talking about Zenkais. Just wanted to see what actually was, like, were they good, were they bad, are people overreacting, etc. If you watched this far, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.